Hi, Nicholas.
Hi, Maddie.
How are you?
I'm good.
Mm,
Took me a sec to get there, but
mm.
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm all right.
Yeah.
How are you?
Look, it's been a big morning.
Has it?
Yeah, lockdown extended for, they say till Sunday, but
Well, let's
that
hope it
feels
is
like a
till Sunday.
lie.
Yeah, I mean, we can't have COVID being our elephant in the room every episode.
That's true. Okay,
Um,
actual elephant.
No, well, okay, no. Well, just for context, that yeah, COVID's still a thing. We're in separate places. Get used to it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fun, fresh, stunning. Can we talk about how the elephant in the room this week is how me and you and a potential guest that we maybe might have on this podcast all have like wildly varying angles on our webcams?
Yeah, yes, we can talk about that. Mine. I had to prop mine up on pillows. Let me show you.
Wow, you're so
I really need like a stand there or something.
so handy. You're so what do they call it? Thrifty, MacGyvery.
Thrift. I'll take all of those compliments. Thank you.
Did you understand the MacGyver reference?
Who doesn't? I've never seen it, but who doesn't understand that? Wow.
Jesus, okay.
The insult of it all.
Christ. Stunning. I'm that. Oh wait,
Yeah.
vagina update.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's
did
fine.
you go to the
There's
doctor?
no more. I did. There's no more pain. And my doctor, well, when I got there on Tuesday, I was like, anyway, so I probably don't need to see you for this, but I need to come for other reasons anyway. But yeah, no, I told her about it and she was like, well, honestly, it's actually very common for the vagina to heal slowly. She said, but because of all the blood flow it gets, it actually heals really well. So it's very slow to heal and often will take a long time. But when it does heal, it heals like way better than most other parts of the body. So that's the update. Everything's fine.
Wow, like because fresh blood?
I
don't know how that works. It's fine.
Yeah. So
Oh, wait,
that's
okay. Does that mean it's the end of the vagina updates?
that's the end of the vagina saga. Everything's fine with it.
The vajaga. Love it.
The vajaga, yes.
The vajaga. Okay.
Yes, you can all stop hearing about it.
But it was kind of like a fun little, like it was like following an audio
Intro.
drama.
It was pretty dramatic. I'm not gonna
Right?
lie.
It was
Yeah.
pretty dramatic. Stunning. Should we maybe bring in a potential guest that we maybe might have?
Introduced someone that that might be here.
That maybe might be here.
May or may
I mean,
not.
if you're on audio, maybe. If you're watching the video, you know.
Yeah, if you're
If
watching
you know,
the
you know,
video,
you know.
you already know.
Okay, so this week on What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast. Did we even say this is What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast? I don't think we did.
Well, they're here, so they probably know.
True. This week we have an iconic guest. We
We do.
have a what's like, you know how there's like triple, quadruple? What's the 5 of that?
Quintuple?
Quintuple. We have a quintuple
that might
threat.
be 8. I don't know.
Quintuplets. I don't fucking know. This is an iconic guest. She is actor, model. Do you dance?
Used to. Not
Dancer?
anymore, but yeah, I'll take it.
She studied film. She's iconic. She has a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. She is the moment. And she's also in lockdown. Everyone, please welcome Samantha Skelton.
Woo,
Icon.
Thank you.
Hi!
Hello.
I forgot to
That
say
was
friend.
great.
I forgot to say friend.
Wow.
You're
The
like,
embarrassment.
something about her. She's in lockdown.
Yeah, exactly. I was like the hierarchy of your like personality traits. Lockdown, lockdown.
You're
Yeah,
important.
yeah, love that.
Importantly,
you?
we should note that it's a different
What?
lockdown to ours.
This is true. You've had it far worse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I hear Queensland is complaining about it, I'm like, huh?
I feel like
I'll call you.
that's what Melbourne feels like for everybody else.
Yeah. I don't envy them.
It's
at
like
all.
a hierarchy of complainers.
Oh, yeah, the further down in Australia you go, the worse COVID gets.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh my god.
Maybe
okay.
there's some science
So
behind
Tasmania's
that.
fucked.
some of us won't even include that, but yes, sure. Yes.
Sammy came on and right away said,
Australian
fuck Tasmania.
fandom.
Well, not in those words, but yeah. You know her.
Wait, so how long have you been in lockdown now? Like, it's been like a month.
Yeah, and we have at least a month left. We've been at least in a month this time, and yeah, we've got at least a month left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's just kind of like, I mean, I'm enjoying not being at work, but that's about it, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof,
Yeah.
It sounds really rough, I'm not gonna lie.
It does. And the
That's
cases
just
definitely are still like getting worse and worse. So
This is true. Did
So bad.
you and all your close circle of friends and fam, they're all okay?
Yeah, everyone's fine. Like, my dad's just intensely renovating the house, so sorry if you hear any weird noises,
Relatable.
but
No, that's chill.
good.
Love it.
nice.
That's
Boring.
cool. I mean, honestly, renovations is like, at least it's a productive way to spend lockdown.
That's really true.
Yeah.
Some of us just
I mean,
like,
it is.
play games and watch TV all day, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That's totally valid, guys, okay?
We're
Yeah.
gonna name and
Oh,
shame
like, it's
and
the only
name
time you're
names
allowed
Nicholas.
to.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I'm very excited to get to ask you some questions this week because, I mean, technically speaking, you are a part of pop culture.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know how much I agree, but I'll take it.
So, but first we have to do our little culture catch up. So,
Yep.
I guess we should do that. Again, have opinions on things we have no right having opinions on.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
We're basically
fresh
Scott
fun.
Morrison, but funny.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Go
have
off.
opinions on things we shouldn't have opinions on.
I think you just mean men.
I do mean men, you're right.
Yeah.
Don't you love how we just mansplain that to you?
I do. Literally.
Oh no,
Okay, wait.
Nicholas, we're on the outs.
Literally, I kid you not. I think my what the fuck of the week last week was gonna be like me mansplaining. Cause like that makes it okay, right?
That's it.
It makes it okay if I'm self-aware.
If you're part of another minority.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the victim here.
Wow, it's all coming full circle.
Stunning.
Okay.
Sorry. No, you go.
What?
Do you have anything?
No, I was
Did
gonna
you write anything down this week?
Yes.
You did.
Well, I don't need to write it down because I remember it because it's such a moment, which
okay,
is Scarlett Johansson suing Disney.
what? This is true.
Firstly, how iconic of her.
Well, also it's
That's
bold
it.
of someone to try and go against the overlords that are Disney.
It's really true. Honestly, I at first I was a bit like, ooh, I don't know about this, but that was mostly just from like a level of being unsure about Scarlett Johansson in general. And then I was looking into it a bit more and I was like, no, she right. And then Disney replied and I was like, she really
Cool.
right.
Okay, well, let's give context. Sammy, do you know what we're talking about?
No, yeah, no.
Fair. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure I
awesome.
mostly saw this on TikTok, so
Oh, I don't know. I meant to.
that's where I've seen the drama unfold.
So, do you follow the Marvel movies at all?
No, not really.
No.
Not really into them.
Yeah, no, don't.
Wild. What have
Don't.
you watched? Like, have you watched any of them?
No, not really. I know this sounds awful. Like, oh wait, I do get confused. No, wait, I think I have. Hang on. Sorry. Let me just have my own little conversation with
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. Don't feel pressured to like
I'm
Marvel.
entertained. That's what matters.
So, like, I know I've seen. Is Iron Man Marvel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Captain America. I've seen like the old Spider-Man, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
I've
mean-
seen like an Avengers, the first Avengers.
Fair.
Okay, well, you get the gist.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, what's happening is, did you know that the Black Widow movie came out like last month?
Yes, I did actually.
Okay, well,
Yes.
basically they released it in theaters and they also released it simultaneously on Disney Plus for like $35 to rent.
Which we did know. They announced months ago.
Yeah. And the problem with that is that, I mean, you probably have a better understanding of how it works than us, but if someone's getting back ends from the box office of a movie and like the licensing of movies in their contract as part of their pay, they're gonna get paid for like forever just for being in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like every time someone rents it or buys it, they get like a tiny little amount. Yeah.
Like a royalties type situation, almost.
Yeah. So Scarlett Johansson had that like in her contract, and Disney was like, well, we're gonna release it on Disney Plus anyway, and basically half of the profit it made was from Disney Plus, and she's like, well, you just robbed me of half my profit.
Yeah, no, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
So
basically
she's suing them.
She's suing them, and then Disney, I have the quote here because it was so fucked up. Disney put out a statement and said, there's no merit whatsoever to this filing. The lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm like, Disney, why would you say that?
Opened your... It's true. Why would you... Honestly, the hypocrisy of it too, like them opening Disneyland back up mid-pandemic last year and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't care. You're just trying to slander
You don't love
her.
me.
Yeah,
Literally.
I see you.
And they also like mentioned like her $20 million paycheck, and I'm like, why did you have to put that on blast? I don't know.
Disney saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like,
no, but that's like full on gaslighting from Disney. They're just
it
kind
literally
of like, crazy, and then they bring up COVID. It's like I didn't mention COVID.
Literally.
Literally.
It's true.
Yikes.
I think it's really nice though that everyone has actually seen through Disney's attempt. Like mostly I see people actually defending Scarlett, even though again most people are very unsure about her as like a person. They're still like, no, this is not cool, which I appreciate.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah.
So that was honestly wild, and then it came
Well,
out
now
that Emily. What?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was gonna say it sparked like a roll-on effect.
Well, also with the movie stuff is that Kevin Feige, who oversees all the Disney movies, Marvel movies, he is now fighting with Disney because they're fucking with his talent. And he's like, I specifically curated all these movies and actors to be in these movies for the next 10 years, and you're fucking with my contracts and shit. So he's pissed.
Yeah.
So who knows what'll happen with Marvel, but
Well, and now Emily Blunt there's rumors that Emily Blunt is also considering suing for a Jungle Cruise, and also Emma Stone for Cruella because they're doing the same thing. So,
Damn.
Except,
Much happening.
I know, right? Except in May, whenever A Quiet Place Part 2 came out, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski are suing Paramount over that as well.
Maybe it's for that. Instead of
So everyone's suing everyone in Hollywood.
Well, like, why are they suing them? I don't get that, because that was in theaters.
It was, but it was basically a new type of thing where it's in theaters for a month, and then as soon as that month is up, it goes to a streaming service because of COVID. So it can't have the full box office timeline plus the like rentals and stuff.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So they're suing over that. Gerard Butler's suing over a movie that came out like 5 years ago.
What?
The White House Down movie or something? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I remember that movie. It fucking sucked. What's he suing
Or like
over?
Olympus
They're
Has
making
Fallen?
him look like an idiot.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah, it was like, you know how the Gerard Butler and Channing Tatum movie came out at the same time and they were like the exact same premise?
Yeah.
It was like Olympus Has Fallen and
The Channing Tatum one was way better, just in case anyone was wondering. It
White
wasn't
House
good.
Down.
Yeah.
I have not seen either.
Okay. Well, the Channing Tatum one was better, but only because Channing Tatum was in it.
Go off. The fact that you've seen a
that's the
movie that
tea.
I haven't, how wild.
I know. Wow, imagine that. That was like, though that was in my phase when I actually was watching new movies.
Go off.
Right?
Fascinating. I feel like that was honestly the biggest thing that happened this
basically
week. Not a lot happened.
That's true.
Sorry.
I have just remembered what that TikTok was that I sent you in the middle of the night, and you were like,
That got
"It's deleted." Yeah, I've just remembered, and you reminded me because I was going to say, no, wait, I think something happened with Justin Bieber this week, and it didn't happen this week. It's from this video. It's a video of him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry to hijack this podcast right now.
It's literally your podcast. You can do what you want.
Him saying racial slurs as a like when he was younger, like saying the N-word and stuff, and like saying he wants to kill black people and like become part of the KKK. I was like,
was it real?
What? Well, I mean, theoretically it could be a deep fake, but like it was him, it was his face. So that was a lot.
Jesus.
Sorry. Yeah, I really did just hijack
How is that not like been on the news
Right?
and stuff?
Yeah,
Like, that's a lot.
Yeah. That's
Well, 'cause the
what
TikTok was
reminded me
deleted.
actually because yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
That's
just
wild.
bring that out there. I know.
Oh no, I feel like that's gonna definitely blow up.
It must at some point. I mean, if I've seen it.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. The only other thing I could think of was that Dababy, the rapper Dababy, which is probably the worst rapper name in existence.
It's really true. It's not good.
Is being cancelled for being a homophobe. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I do.
You do?
I know. Imagine I'm not the one who doesn't know things this week.
Okay, well, for context, you know,
Me.
you know, Dababy on like Levitating remix and stuff, Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Basically, he had a concert the past week, and he went on this super homophobic rant about like hating people that have HIV and being disgusting and all this super fucked up shit. Anyway, he's being cancelled and fired by everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. Lollapalooza was like, so we're not having him at our concerts anymore. Dua Lipa was like, stop listening to the remix. It's like,
Just stop.
yeah,
God.
it's honestly,
He completely fired back after she said that, and she was like, I'm the only reason her song went number one. I'm like, I don't think so.
not
People
to be,
are way more common,
Yeah,
No, you
familiar
go.
with the name Dua Lipa than they are Dababy, though. I'm not gonna lie.
it's true. And I
Yeah.
also have never heard the remixed version.
I have heard the remix version and it sucks compared to the original.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. It's the original. It was so good. It didn't need to be fucked with.
Didn't
But-
hear anything.
Now that it has been fucked with and then unfucked with, I feel like they should just get like anyone else to feature on it, you know, that's not homophobic. Or well, I mean, there was
Yeah.
also the Blessed Madonna remix with Madonna that came out not long ago, and that one's actually really good. It completely changes the song.
Wild.
Honestly, no, the original's still just the best. Anyway, that
I
was
believe you.
wild.
I'm just confused because it's one thing to be homophobic,
Hmm.
and then it's another to say that you don't like people with HIV. Because like that's like saying, I don't know, it what? That just confuses me. It's like, but what? It's
You're
like
Completely
What?
right.
I don't understand.
These are two different things. Yeah, no, you're totally
It's like-
right.
I don't like people who sneeze. I don't.
You don't like
know.
people
I don't
who
like
really,
gay
really bad
people who
example.
sneeze. Yeah.
Gay sneezing is the worst.
Gay. Okay, maybe gay sneezing is the title of the app. What an iconic quote. Yeah. No, you're actually very, very right. I mean, it was probably home. I don't know. It is wild.
It is.
But the rant itself was so like, he must have been on some type of hardcore drugs because it made no sense and it was wild. And he was like, you know, I'm chill with all the gay people in the crowd that don't have AIDS, but all my gay friends that do have AIDS, I don't want you. And it was
yeah, he was like,
"Oh,
they're so
okay,
dirty.
baby."
It's like, oh, what are you
Because
talking
they wanted to have
about?
AIDS too, you know.
Yeah, and also
It's
like
true.
clearly he's educated on the topic, so like he's, you know, authority to speak on it. It's wild. Anyway,
Clearly.
let's jump into questions because I'm excited too.
Okay.
And also because I feel like that was two pretty heavy topics. We're
You're
not
right.
lawyers. And then the other one was homophobia. Anyway, Sammy, how are you going to solve homophobia?
Sorry, what?
This wasn't discussed in the pre-interview.
God damn it, Nick.
Okay, so basically, Maddie, do you
Mm.
want to try and explain the questions?
Yeah, so there's not been an alien invasion.
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
There's been a parasite.
So fun. Oh my god.
Oh.
And you swallow it. And it's in corn. No, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know how to get from there to the question.
Oh my god. Every episode is just going to be you trying to come up with a new scenario and then me just going back to the old one. Sammy,
You
if
said
evil
I had to
alien
have a new
overlords.
scenario.
No, I didn't.
At the right
Sammy.
at the beginning.
I will mute you, bitch. Well, actually, maybe that's the beauty of recording on Zoom is I can just like kick Maddie off whenever I want.
You've got so much power.
So much power. I know. Mansplaining and also this. Wow, I'm on a roll.
I thought you were going to do it then. Just
Same
as
as
an
you
example. Yeah, right? He reached over.
So tempting. No, if evil alien overlords came down from space and they were like, okay, unless you can name, what is it, a TV show, a song, or an album, a book, a movie, and a cultural moment that helps
many
shape you into
things.
the person you are, and that you think are iconic, and that you think, yeah, impacted your outlook on pop culture and what you enjoy and stuff.
Mhm.
If you can't name any of them, you die.
Okay. Right.
How many billion people are on Earth?
8 almost.
Okay, so like half of that's gone.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
The world's falling apart. People are dead in the street.
Oh, their bodies are just there, are they?
Yeah, they're just
Ugh.
there.
That's a lot.
Wild.
I'd much rather like an Infinity War situation snap and they're dust. Oh no, you won't get that reference, Sammy.
Stunning.
No, I haven't seen that one. But I mean, I do work at the movie, so I've like seen a lot of it, like
Yeah.
walked into little bits of it, but I don't.
Do you work at a cinema?
Spoiler, it wasn't
I
that
do.
good.
I'm so jealous. That's like the best
that's
job
true.
ever.
Do you get to eat a lot of
The
popcorn?
discounts are good. Hey,
Do you get to eat a lot of popcorn?
we're not supposed to. You know.
Legally,
Fair,
she
fair.
didn't. She doesn't.
Yeah, like if this ever comes out to my manager, like I was making a joke.
It's a
but
joke.
we'll eat it.
We can bleep it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stunning. What? So you? Yeah. When are theaters gonna even come back? Because they usually don't come straight back after the lockdowns. Anyway, sorry to be a bummer. So it's not that deep.
So-
These questions, you know.
Cool.
It doesn't. Yeah. And if you have multiple, it's fine. We can figure it out. We'll go with the flow. It's
We'll
chill.
be ruthless and cut them down.
Exactly. Like deforesting the Amazon.
Wow.
Is that what deforestation is?
Yeah.
See, I say smart words and then I'm like, I don't actually know if that's what that meant.
You
Yeah,
like
well, it's- I
die
mean,
yourself. You're like,
It's right in the word.
Exactly.
Deforesting.
Yeah. But like,
forestation.
yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
Anyway. This podcast should have just been called Nick is Stupid.
Would have been accurate.
Would have been accurate.
If you'd actually messaged me and was like, can you come on my podcast? Nick is stupid. I'd be like, I'd be so goddamn intrigued. I was already intrigued, but I'm like, damn, like seriously, we all just sit there and like test strips off you. Like,
I got
sounds
it.
wild.
Okay, so basically, Sammy's our new marketing manager.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can be in charge of the spin-off.
Yeah. Exactly.
Brutal. Oh yeah.
Okay, so are you ready, Sammy?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're gonna start with a TV show that
Okay.
shaped you. Do you
Alright.
know? Okay, so basically, wait. My TV show was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Maddie, what was yours?
Game of Thrones.
Sammy, hit us. Shit us?
All right. I'll hit you.
Cool.
Yeah. So, mine came to me like pretty easy to be honest. Mine is H2O, and like, yes.
What a choice!
Oh, Cleo!
Condensation.
Condensation. Obsessed.
Like in love, and I still watch it.
Good. Stunning.
I still watch it with my cousin, and mostly, and yeah, I mean that was incredible. Everyone's played mermaids when they were a kid and all that jazz. Like yesterday,
It's like the one universal thing.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, and yeah, it was the best thing ever. Like I remember on my 14th birthday, I don't know if you can see it, but I got this little ring because it looked like the moon ring thing.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It is really pretty.
I
love
that.
it. You still wear it too. There's so many layers. Like I love that you got that. I love that you still wear it. Beautiful.
Yes. I mean, I haven't grown up from it, and I don't plan to. So
yeah, good. Do you I feel like we've talked about H2O on this podcast. We have. Okay. Did you have Disney Channel as a kid?
Like my parents got it, and then we didn't become poor. We just decided that it was too expensive, and then yeah.
Did you ever watch the like compilation movies they made of each season?
No, I don't think so.
It
Me
was
either.
bad shit. They like took all like 26
I was excited.
episodes and took like a minute from each episode and made it into a movie. That was so bad. But
they just R the whole time.
Exactly. That filmed on the Gold Coast, right?
Yeah.
It did.
Oh my god, I'm gonna start a petition. A brand new H2O starring us three as the three mermaids.
Yes.
Stop. That would be amazing.
I'm down for it.
I'm so down.
I agree.
That's.
Sorry.
No, you go.
I was gonna say I did a workshop when I was like 13 with the casting director of it, and he was all like after I did my scene, he was all like, you could be a mermaid or something. And I was like, what? And I didn't know. I forgot that he was casting the new, the Maker Mermaids.
Yeah.
One that was afterwards.
Yeah.
And so I did an audition for that, and then they ended up casting people that were like 10 years older than me, and I was like, because I was like 13, like I'm a 16-year-old me. But yeah, but I was full like I am a mermaid. But I was like, this is my identity. Yeah.
Amazing. Oh my god, that's so cool though.
That is really cool.
I know.
If
I
only
almost didn't go to high school instead going to being mermaid, but no, it didn't happen.
That's so cool. If I was gonna say, if only like Hollywood and the film industry didn't cast people like 15 years older than their actual age.
Really, it's wild.
You could have been on like. And when you think about how well all of the actors and actresses do that were on H2O,
the original at least,
it's like you could have been in the Vampire Diaries and the originals and shit.
Literally, I could have basically been like Phoebe Tonkin.
You could have been exactly. I was just telling Maddie last night to watch the originals because she'd be obsessed with Klaus. Did you watch the originals and Vampire Diaries?
I didn't watch the originals, but I watched the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. Same.
And I didn't actually get through it all, if I'm honest. Because
I
was told you have to, it just became so repetitive, and it was just like, fucking like love triangles again. Like I get really bored with love triangles, you know what I mean? I'm like, just shut up, pick someone, like,
exactly.
Be on your own, goddammit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, it just pisses me off a little bit.
I agree. When that's the like entire plot, it's like, yeah.
It's too far.
Honestly, it's like you just can't be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
It's wild. Tea. Anyways, yes.
What?
So what?
Okay. Oh, you go.
What made it like a formative experience for you? What makes that like your thing that is what shaped you?
Like what about it was like took you by like
yeah.
Like if you still watch it today. If you still watch it today.
Yeah. Well, now it's so nostalgic and like beautiful and all that jazz. But back then I reckon it was just that kind of, especially because it was literally filmed 2 hours away from us, but it was kind of like just girls that are magical and stuff. And I was, at risk of sounding like I'm saying I'm not like other girls, because I don't say that. I was not really the most popular person in school, and it was like escapism, bitch. I'm a mermaid, you know, that kind of thing. It was very escapism, but also lighthearted, and yeah, I just like that.
Super dramatic too. I loved how dramatic it was.
Oh, so dramatic.
It was
so dramatic. Loved it. I loved it.
Stunning.
Yeah, same.
That's I think exactly the same. I feel like that was it was the fantasy elements mixed with the first time really seeing like Australian suburban life on a show like that.
Yeah,
yes.
It's so
It was just really like surreal. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I also really wanted their life of like living on the water and being like, I'm just going for a swim before school, and I was like jealous. But yeah. Even though we lived on the coast, it was still like,
it was close by. Yeah. I used to be obsessed with the Mako Island of it all.
Interesting. You're into the lore.
And the moon pool with the thing with the moon. So cool.
It was just like like the blue light, and it was like
yeah, it was cool.
Every time I was in a spa, I was like, I am turning into a mermaid.
I feel like the fact that they all had I feel like the fact that they all had powers too, like, really added to it. Like, they're not just mermaids, they're mermaids with superpowers that they can use anywhere. That's
and then they never really did use them for anything, which is iconic.
No, they didn't. They used it to, like, heat up their hot chocolate. I very vividly remember that one scene.
Yeah. Or to, like, make people slip on the soccer field.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do remember one time, like, she like made one of those fire hydrant things explode all over.
The bad guy. Yeah. The villain.
That's true.
Love a redemption arc for him too, briefly. That was cool.
Yeah, with Ricky, wasn't it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
With Ricky?
Yeah.
Love
she.
That. Okay. Well. Oh my gosh! What? You sound like no. That came out really mean sounding, but I'm like genuine. You sounded so like. I
was going to impart
interested in what you were about to say.
Yeah. Which is, I've only ever watched one episode of the spin-off show, and it was the episode that she was in, Ricky. She came back for one episode. The others didn't because they were doing bigger and better things, I assume. But
okay, wow. You're really coming for Curry Behinds. Okay, well, a really important question though. If we all had to pick one of the three powers that they had, what would you have chosen?
Cleo's.
Yeah, Cleo's.
I think it's the most versatile.
The moving one.
Yeah. I was also gonna say Cleo because it like also tied back to being a waterbender in Avatar, which was my show.
Yes.
Like, full circle.
I feel like the one you could use the least would be the freezing one, because you're like, I guess you could, how that one time she like froze juice and ate a popsicle. Yeah. But that's all you can do. Like,
it's really true.
It's true.
Nothing else.
It doesn't do much.
That's why in like comic books and shit, all of the supervillains have ice powers. Because like the most you can do is like freeze someone to death. Like, you can't use it to save people. Except Frozone in The Incredibles.
I was about to say, I feel like Frozone used his quite, like, liberally.
But she couldn't, like, make ice. She had to have water.
No, that's true. That's true. She could only freeze stuff that was already there. That's a stupid power.
What is the Emma to Frozone pipeline look like? How does what's the correlation?
They can freeze things.
Because, like, I feel like somewhere in the middle is the sweet spot.
Oh.
Right. Oh, so you mean like Frozone was like way too overpowered, like he could just fucking make ice out of nothing?
Well, he had to be like hydrated.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A pretty minimal requirement.
But that's like such a weird like caveat to have for your powers.
It's really true.
I just need to sip
basically like
water.
pissing out ice.
I was about to say maybe his ice comes out of his. It has to come out of the water in his body.
So now he's excreting stuff and secreting and okay, great. That's not at all terrifying.
Not as cool anymore. Not
as cool anymore. Wig. Okay. Who did you ship? Did you want Cleo and what's his face to get together?
Yeah, like I
Lewis.
did because I loved their. Oh wait, no, Cleo. Oh, I mean, yeah, and Lewis. Yeah, I did, but I did really like the Zayn Ricky one because the love hate. I don't know why I loved the love
I'm with
hate
you.
vibes. Even though
Yeah,
he was an asshole, I was like, yes,
Villains to lovers
it's
is
true.
like the best trope in film and television.
It
it
really
is though.
is.
I do like it.
Yeah. Yes,
And that's that on that.
that's true.
Stan.
I'm like holding myself back from going on many a rant about fantastic ships.
Go off. I feel like also, you know what? The CGI of the powers and stuff was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I
Both for the
reckon.
time and for being like a low budget Australian Gold Coast show, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Well, it was Warner Brothers. I don't know if I'd call it low budget.
Was it Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
wow. Wild.
Wig.
I
Like
think.
the studio stuff was filmed at Dreamworld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wasn't it
I always
SeaWorld?
just thought it was SeaWorld.
No, like
Yeah, the in-studio
The,
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The inside stuff. Like the
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
moon
I
pool and
think
shit.
I think a lot of the stuff that they did, like a lot of the use of their powers, like I mean, obviously some of it's CGI, but I think a lot of it was actually live action. Like the stuff they did
It was
for
real.
Star Wars and stuff.
If they
Yeah,
just have
yeah.
those powers.
Yeah, exactly.
Women are powerful.
Yes.
They
Sorry for
cast them
interrupting you. But
perfectly.
yeah.
Yeah, what's that called? I think it's visual effects when it's like actual stuff.
Practical. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wig.
Big.
Do you remember the episode where Cleo stole a what's it called?
Pelican.
Pelican.
Yes, and it wasn't Cleo. It was her cousin.
Oh, her sister? Cousin.
No, she blamed it on her sister. I know it too well. She blamed it on her sister, but it was actually their bratty little cousin that was
Wild.
visiting them.
Interesting.
I remember this.
I think
Didn't
did
it
Cleo, did she get fired from SeaWorld?
I think she either got fired or she almost got fired. I can't really remember.
Didn't she start
And
working
she
for
brought
the
it
marine
back.
biology place in SeaWorld?
Eventually she did, yeah.
Or did she always work there?
No, she didn't always work there. She was scooping ice cream for a long time. And I remember her starting that job was a very big point of drama because they were all like, but you're working near water. And then she did turn into a mermaid accidentally at one point, and then a dolphin fell in love with her.
That's right.
That was full like what is that thing?
Shape of
that-
Water.
Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Body of Water. No, Shape
Body
of
of
Water.
water.
Yes.
Body of water would have been better. Do you guys
Yeah.
know what dolphin penises look like?
No.
No,
I know
I'm
what whale
terrified.
penises look like.
What do they look like?
They're really big.
I mean, proportionally.
yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
No, I think dolphin penises are like they're like a little harpoon. They curl up and then they shoot out and they're like a long rope.
What?
Yeah.
Hey Siri.
I could be oh my
show
god,
me
don't
a
do it.
picture of a dolphin penis.
Oh my god. Disgusted. I
Nick
could be
is right.
completely
That's
bullshit.
exactly
Am
what
I
it
right?
is. No, you're right. Yeah, it's terrifying. And can I just say, proportionally, a dolphin has a really big dick. It's like literally the size of its body.
It's like a meter
Oh,
long or
wow.
something. It's wild. Anyway, I don't know
Do you want
why
me
I
to
have
show
that
you?
knowledge. No. Then
Now,
I
do you
can't
know
press
that
it.
dolphins gang rape? Did you know that?
I did know that. They're like
I feel
evil.
like
Mm.
they,
Yeah, they're pretty messed up. And they get high off pufferfish. They pass it around like a bong. That's I like that though. That's pretty cool.
That's
That's so
iconic.
funny.
They get baked. I love it.
Puff puffer pass. I love that.
Yeah.
That is
I
so
think
funny.
dolphins are one of the only creatures as well that have sex for pleasure.
Yeah. Mammals. One of the only other mammal other than humans. Yeah.
Oh my
Wild,
god.
wild.
And
And I also feel like I've heard at some point, and this is completely not true, but I do feel like sometimes they accidentally have sex with other dolphins' blowholes. But I don't know if that's true. I've heard that, but I don't know if it's accurate.
Maddie.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm like, this is a lot. And that's me saying that.
There's definitely a lot going on right now. You're right.
I feel like the three of us together could have done Cleo's job as marine biologist.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But like specifically about
Traumatize all the
reproduction.
kids.
Yeah, exactly. Go to a dolphin show and be like,
sex.
want to see a penis?
Lasso you with it.
Exactly. Ew. Yes, exactly.
Sorry, that was too far.
It was not too far, but
It was definitely not too far.
iconic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it. Okay, well, let's move on to the next one. And the next one is a song / album and its accompanying music video if you would like.
Yes.
Because mine's very specific. Mine is the Leona Lewis's Bleeding Love music video, but the international version.
Okay.
It's very dramatic and it made me want to be a director.
Oh, saucy. I
Maddie, I think Maddie's was One Direction's first album.
Yeah, I think it was just One Direction in general.
Oh.
Just that. In general.
So Sammy, hit us yet again. What was yours?
Mine is Lord Pure Heroin. Like, I love everything Lord, but Pure Heroin was like, I remember going to River Stage to see her live there with a few people that we went to school with, and I almost cried. I was so happy because she was like, I just used to obsessively listen to her on the way to and from school, and I'd be like,
Obsessed.
vibing.
I went to her Melodrama concert at the River Stage. Is that the one you went to?
I went to Melodrama outside Opera House, I must say.
Wild.
Well, I cried at the Melodrama one.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a lot. She's everything.
Literally everything.
Are you going to her Solar Power one?
I was gonna buy tickets, but then I was like, what if it just keeps getting postponed? Maddie and I have tickets to Harry Styles, but that's just been postponed for the past 18 months.
Oh,
So I'm like,
God, that's
I don't
so
know when I'm gonna risk buying tickets again. I'll probably end up going. I don't think it's sold out.
I'm just gonna say I'm coming up to Brizzy for that one.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perhaps that entices me more.
Yay!
Are you? What are your thoughts on Solar Power so far? The two songs.
I really like the. I like the. It's very different mood to her previous stuff. But the Solar Power is very. It's nice because it's like all summery and like fun but like Stone at the Nail Salon, it felt very depressing, but I really like it too.
I do
you know what I
too.
mean?
It's like I feel like it's gonna be the liability of Solar Power.
Yeah. Oh, liability is only something I can listen to if I'm like feeling really mentally strong, which is not always because it just hits me on another level.
Same,
really
but I
does.
listen to it when I'm not, which is most of the time anyway. Literally,
it's fine. I'm already broken.
Yeah, catch me in the car listening to like Liability and then immediately Take a Bow by Rihanna.
Yes. I love that main character moment for you. It's great.
Exactly. And
Massively.
literally. Stunning. Okay, well, what about is it Pure Heroin because it's like what got you hooked on Lord?
Yeah, the heroin. Like
I didn't even think of that when I said that. Okay, yeah.
You're like, it got you hooked.
Yeah.
How do you know, Nick? No. I liked her when she first brought out Royals as well. I mean, that's been overplayed. Not her fault, but yeah. But yeah, Pure Heroin, it's specifically the song A World Alone. I was like obsessed with that.
Literally.
It's just like, it hits me so different. It's just like magical. Yes.
It really is.
So yeah.
The,
like, I love that whole album, but yeah.
In World Alone specifically, the what do you call it when they're like harmonizing and shit? Not, but like the noises, the very like the it's got a very specific vibe and it makes very specific like background noise. I don't know I'm not a music person, but
Okay. I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what you mean by the noises when it's a song, but
like the actual music itself is like so moody.
That's funny.
Okay, yeah. Like the melody?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean, but yes, it's moody.
So. Also the lyrics slap, but
yes.
I feel
yes, massively.
There's one specific lyric. Is that your favorite one on the album?
It definitely was like all throughout high school. It was like a theme song, you know.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's very like, oh, this was always my favorite. It probably still is one of my faves. I'm not too sure, but it was just a great album. Like nothing. You know how most artists are like, I don't really like that music, but all of hers, I'm like, I will listen from start to finish, you know?
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me for melodrama.
I love melodrama too.
Yeah.
Yes. Although that was when she stopped dancing like a possessed person, and I kind of liked that possessed dancing, you know? It was kind of wild.
This is valid. Do you remember when she did the possessed dancing with Yellow Flicker Beat when the Hunger Games came out, Mockingjay came out?
Yes.
I think it was like literally at the VMAs or something. And everyone was confused, and it was iconic.
But I liked it though.
Yeah, it was
like,
great.
Vibe.
She was like feeling herself. It's everything.
Yes.
Okay, now Maddie.
Yes.
Name 3 Lorde songs.
No. Green Light. Is that Lorde?
Yeah. I hate
That's
you.
it. I can name 2 more, but they're ones you've already said today, and that feels like it's a bit cheating.
A little. That's fine. That's.
Oh wait. Yeah. Oh no, that's Lana Del Rey.
Oh my god.
What was it going to be?
That other one, the Chemtrails Under the Country Club, the new one.
Over?
Newish. What?
Chemtrails Over the Country Club.
Oh. Well, there you go. I would have gotten it wrong.
Stunning. Interesting. I mean, yeah, Lorde's kind of just everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Like, yeah. When she was like, I'm kind of like a prettier Jesus, I'm like, I would maybe not like other people for saying that, but for her, I'm like, that's an understatement. Like, yes. Yes.
There's something she like knows. She knows which lyrics are tongue in cheek, and she knows how to kind of deliver them to make them not sound stupid.
Yeah, or like a narcissist or whatever. It's just, yeah. Just like, but you kind of are like, but I agree with you. So.
Yeah. Truly a legend.
Yes.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
She is. For sure.
I mean, do you have Apple Music?
I only very recently went back to having an iPhone from being an Android user for a while. So, no, not really yet.
What made you make the switch back?
I was just on a plan for a bit to get to be on Samsung, and then I always smash my phone, like I just all the time, and then I saw that the new iPhone are like ceramic screen, it's really hard to break it, so I was like, good enough for me. And it's in 4K, so I'm like keen for that too.
This is also true.
Yeah, and I was like, done, sold.
Love it.
Yeah.
Wig. What was I going to say? Something about Lorde, and then I can't remember. Oh well.
Mustn't have been very good.
I mean, that's everything I say, so that's fine. Oh, I was going to say, Apple Music recently released the feature lossless music and also Dolby Atmos. So if you put like AirPods in or like good over-ear headphones, you can listen to like 3D versions of the songs. And solar power in Dolby Atmos 3D audio is like an ascension experience. It made me feel like I was going to heaven. It was everything.
Sounds amazing. Okay, yes. I don't have AirPods because I'm poor, but
I think they just have to be over-ear ones, headphones. I'm not sure. But anyway,
I can do that.
It
sounds great. Oh my god, I am going to get on that after the podcast.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. And that is a book. If you have a book. I feel like book's the one thing that not everyone's going to have.
Well, this isn't one that I like grew up reading, but it's something that I read last year before, I'm not too sure. You know, Liane Moriarty.
Yeah.
She wrote Big Little Lies. Yeah. There's a book that she wrote that's currently being made into a film or a TV show or something like that.
Is this Nine Perfect
called
Strangers?
9 Perfect Strangers. Yes! I loved it. It was just lit. I just loved it. I really liked it because I won't give anything away, but it was just like, I don't know. Since moving to Sydney, I've met a lot of narcissistic people, if I'm honest. Like, I love Sydney, but this is where they are.
This is where they flock to.
Yeah, to be honest, a little bit. But it just really showcased that kind of side of. I don't want to say too much, because I just feel like you should find out on your own way, not from me on a podcast being like, hey. Yeah.
That's fair. That
is fair.
But it hooked you?
Yeah, massively. Like, I read that one first at first, and then I read Big Little Lies. And Big Little Lies is good too, but Nine Perfect Strangers, just read it.
Is that the one where it's like focused on the different lives of the people and then they're all like interconnected or something? No.
Nine Perfect Strangers?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of. She does tell it from different perspectives.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But
like they're all in the same place.
I was gonna say, is the premise like a health spa kind of thing? It's a bunch of people?
Health retreat type thing.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
But
interesting.
no, it was just kind of like toxic, like kind of tells toxic sides of it.
Okay.
I enjoyed that thoroughly, and I just thoroughly enjoyed that kind of vibe, people feeling like they can fix themselves with the health retreat type of thing,
Interesting.
Okay, I follow. So it's like, it's deeper than that. Like, you can't just go
Yeah,
to a health
yeah, yeah.
retreat. Yeah, okay.
It's not just like, and then we got a massage, and then we did it, there's a lot more kind of deeper stuff, and it gets more and more intense, but it's a lot about like the woman wanting to fix people and everyone wanting to be fixed and everyone's little lives, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It was just a great story. I don't know what to say to not give it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I am very excited. Now, you've kind of convinced me to want to read the book before the show comes out.
It's true.
But the show looks fantastic. The cast is like insane.
It is.
Is
It
it?
is. It is.
It's like starring Nicole Kidman.
Oh, again.
I don't know if I would cast her as the main character though. I mean, she does surprise. She does surprise, I must say, with
Yes, she
her
does
abilities.
surprise.
She does. She's very
So
versatile.
I will keep it in mind. Yes.
Okay, interesting. Did you watch the show Big Little Lies?
I started to watch it, but you have to like pay every episode, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of got a bit.
Wasn't worth it.
I don't know. It wasn't the same as the book for me. Also, it kind of just the whole like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was. They because it was actually set in the Northern Beaches originally, but then because Liane Moriarty's from Sydney, she like describes little parts of Sydney, and they captured the essence of that quite well. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Where is it set in the show? Just in.
Well, it's American, so
Oh.
it's like its own thing.
That's
It's
stupid.
set in I can't remember what it's called. It's near California. It's in California.
Oh, that's stupid. It changes the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Rude.
Because it's like there's like a whole culture of like mummies and ladies who lunch and
Yeah.
like lip
Yeah.
filler type vibes
Yeah.
in the beaches,
Yeah.
and it captured that quite well, but it wasn't. I don't know. I did just imagine it being in Sydney, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I had no idea the book was set in Sydney. That's iconic.
Yeah. No, it's cool her kind of like describing little places that I like
Very true.
work at or I
Yeah.
like been to or something like that, and I'm like, oh,
Very cool.
it's happened down the street, that was fun.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I will say it's worth watching Big Little Lies just for Meryl Streep's batshit crazy performance in season 2.
Oh,
It is
to that.
insane. It's so ridiculous.
Do love Meryl Streep.
It's so funny.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, well, let's have a quick little watch and break.
Okay.
And from the questions, shall we?
Sure.
Also, I should have said, if you need a break, tell us you need a break because we can pause.
That's true. We can.
It's all good.
Okay.
All good.
Well, we have to be fast with what we're watching because we're already at an hour.
Okay, Meanie. Well,
One of us
okay.
has gotta keep us on
What
track.
are people watching? What's everyone watching?
Mm.
Do you want to start?
Anything?
I'm not watching much. I know I'm in lockdown and I should be. I'm not really. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't stop rewatching Geordie Shore.
Iconic.
I love Geordie Shore.
This is
It's such a
fair.
great show.
That's
It's
me with
hilarious.
The Real Housewives of New York. It's so I feel like don't worry.
Yes.
Don't worry,
It's
Have
Silly.
you
just
seen
the
Geordie
whole
Shore,
movie.
Nick?
Yeah, me and my sister used to watch Geordie Shore and Jersey Shore on MTV when we came home from school.
Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't have been, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's wild.
Wild. It's wild.
It is
It's wild.
I've only seen
It's
the
a
later
lot.
seasons.
Really?
Well, and
Yeah.
not that I've actually seen them, but I've seen episodes from the later seasons.
Right. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, then I have a question for you, Sammy. Did you watch Big Brother Australia?
Like, yeah, the more
The most
No.
recent one.
recent. Yes, I
Yes.
did.
Okay, I thought so. Because I follow Ari Kimber on Instagram, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
it says that
Yes,
Sammy
so do I.
does too.
Sammy also rolled. Yeah.
I was like, finally, can talk to someone who's actually watched it.
Yes.
Iconic. I stand Big Brother.
Yeah, same. I wasn't sure about it because of like how it used to be, but now I'm like, it was kind of like a Survivor / Big Brother vibe this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to Maddie. It's the format now is it's all pre-recorded. They cut out all of the boring stuff.
Exactly. It's not just them all sitting around going, "Meh, she's annoying." You
Yeah.
know, like, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed.
Did you like who won?
When again, I forgot. I remember being happy about it, but I can't remember who it was.
The
now.
final three was Marley, Christina, and SJ.
Marley won.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually voted for him. I forgot. Yeah, I was happy with him who won. I wanted Tilly to win.
I did
originally,
too!
'cause I loved her. She was great.
Billy was so good. I reckon they're gonna bring her back next season because everyone
Yes.
was obsessed with her.
Yes, well, she did so socially. She was smart. She was good at challenges. She seemed like a really fun time, and
Yeah. She was winning
Yeah,
like
that's
every
fun.
challenge, and
yeah,
people were still like
exactly.
underestimating her. It was
Exactly.
fantastic. It was fantastic.
Oh, did you hear she's becoming a filmmaker as well? She wants to be a director.
Oh,
No.
That's so nice
Mhm.
for her.
Bless. Okay,
I
interesting.
know.
I've got to go check that out.
Doing it all. Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of things that we've been watching, actually, I
Mhm.
watched the short film you did.
Me.
Called, yes.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why.
Well, sorry, it's because I'm like looking at you on my computer. I assume that you guys can see who I'm looking at, but you can't. The woke as fuck one.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Very, very good. It was very good.
I'm glad.
Also,
Yeah.
like, just like, filming wise, it was so pretty.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's people that I work with. I met some very, very talented filmmakers since being here. Yes, absolutely. Because they did a whole little series, not just one little episode.
Was it?
Yeah, so it was all different cast every episode.
Ah.
But yeah.
That's a big job.
Yeah.
Wig. Well,
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed it. I thought it was very good and very relevant and very up to date. But I had a question for you about it because you were very good in
Yes.
it. But you kind of played like the villain, like the modern day
Oh, yeah, I was
villain.
an asshole.
Yeah. And I'm like,
yeah.
what is it like playing the villain?
It's so liberating, if I'm honest with you.
Really?
It's just like, yeah. Oh, like I know this one was a little bit like risque, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
Like there
yeah.
was a little bit more like,
It was a little
just
more.
so you know, I'm not like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've played like murderers and stuff before. Like I seem to be cast as that quite a bit, and I'm like, cool, that's how you see me. Sick. But
This is where
it's
we're
kind
at.
of like someone going, here, be toxic, and it like here, like, and you're like, okay, I'll do it. Like it's
I'll
fun.
just reach
It's-
inside to the deep buried part of me and I'll embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, like I enjoy it quite a lot because you can kind of what I really enjoy about playing villain type characters
Mhm.
are going to those kind of suppressed darker parts of yourself. Not that I'm actually going to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of putting reason into that, not making it okay, but making it kind of, rather than just so black and white.
Yeah.
I really enjoy kind of putting a whole heap around it, putting a whole heap of backstory.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
Like,
building
you'll
the
empathize
character.
with me. You won't like me, but you'll kind of be like, oh, like I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Doing it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can tell because you can. Not that I'm some acting critic who knows everything, but I feel like you can tell when an actor has, like, in one of those roles has, like, found a way to kind of make it 3D. Like, you can tell when it's 2D, when they're just performing, like you said, black and white. But no, it's really cool.
Yeah, no, thanking you. I mean, I think some actors and also some directors do it. Like, David Fincher, I think, is the best at it. Because, like, all his characters are bad, but great at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
They have motivation.
That was a big tangent, but yes.
No, it wasn't. David Fincher is one of my favorite directors as well.
Yes.
Gone Girl's like my top 3 favorite movies.
Oh, I love Golden Girl. It was magical. I did an assignment on David Fincher when we studied film in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, we had to do that thing talking about, like, the written thing on the director?
Yes.
Yeah, I did Fincher.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I don't remember who I did. Actually, maybe I do. I think I might have done it on a documentary person. Anyway.
Classic.
Yeah, that's so fun. I mean, so fun and fresh. Anyway, Maddie, did you watch anything? What'd you watch? What'd you watch?
Last night, I started watching Lucifer.
And I went on a big tangent about that.
He did. I put my phone down because he was I said list 3 things that I should watch instead, and he listed 10. And about 7, I was like, okay, I'm going to sleep now.
Wow, his face right now is so offended.
That's why I didn't fly until this morning.
She said, I started Lucifer, and I said, oh yeah, I watched the first 2 seasons of that. And she said, what do you think? And I said, I think season 1 sucked, and I think season 2 improved a lot. And she was like, well, I'm really just here for the villain, morally grey character in that part. And I'm like, well, I can name at least 3 other shows that do that better. And she's like, yeah, prove it. And I was like, okay.
I believed you.
And I listed 10.
He did. Ugh, so many.
Fair.
I said 3.
Fair.
Yeah, it's fine. It's pretty boring, I'm not going to lie. As I said, I'm just here for that. To see, like, I love a morally grey character. See how they go with that. So that's yeah. They've already started the redemption arc, so.
Wait, okay. Perfect drag name. Moira Lee. Like Moira Lee. Like Moira Lee. Moira Lee Gray.
Moira Lee Gray. And then you could be like 50 Shades of Moira Lee.
Exactly. So many layers.
Oh, love it.
Wow.
Love it.
Iconic.
Oh, goodness.
I love that.
I love that too. Do you watch Drag Race or anything, Sammy?
I haven't seen much of it, but because I recently did a little makeup course and we learned drag makeup, and one day as we were doing it, we just watched all these whole heap of Drag Race.
Iconic.
Yes.
That's iconic.
Yes.
It's a great show.
It was great. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I haven't watched the Australian one though.
We watched that together, Maddie and I, and it was good. It was
good.
Weird seeing the Australian version, but good. Have you been watching Beauty and the Geek by any chance?
I saw a little bit. Like, I was watching the first bits, and then my family and I watched Survivor, so we kind of were around at the same time.
Yeah.
But we've been watching all the reveals.
Yes, they happened last night, and it was iconic. It's just
that was wild.
The most wholesome show, honestly. Yeah. And like by the title, you don't think it's gonna be wholesome, but it's wholesome.
It is. There really is. I'm glad it's not like the whole bitchy vibes. Oh, it is a little bit at times, but it's more just like she was really nice to me, and
Yeah.
He was really sweet. Like, oh.
That's true.
And it's like, cool.
Bless.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Wholesome. Cutie. Did you watch anything else, Maddie?
No.
Oh my god. Well,
No,
I did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wait, what did I do? I watched Jungle Cruise actually.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Was it any good?
It was really good. I wanted to hate it, but it was really good.
Wild.
Interesting.
See, I kind of want to see it, but my biggest issue with it is I feel like I've seen that movie so many times before, you know, like I feel like it looked very much like it was just going to be a repeat of like The Mummy and like, you know, all that
I
type
mean,
of
it's
stuff.
it's an adventure movie. It's very Pirates of the Caribbean one, like The
Yeah.
Mummy, Indiana Jones. But like, I just love the adventure genre, and it's so fun and so stupid.
Did you see it in cinema or?
No.
Wait, is it on Disney Plus? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was actually going on there. Maybe I'll watch it too.
But like,
I do love Emily Blunt, I must say.
That's the thing.
She would make me watch it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd just watch anything she's in.
Yeah.
True.
Same. She's
And The
best.
Rock is quite like a unproblematic guy, and I vibe with that. So
This is true.
I'm not the greatest actor of our generation, but unproblematic, and I'm here for what he's doing. So
That is so true.
yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, that it is.
He's kind of there being muscly, and you're like, alright, sick.
Good one. Yeah.
He's like the most non-threatening, muscly guy in existence.
Exactly. And I like that. I like that dichotomy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think you guys would really enjoy it. It's fun. It's stupid and fun.
I'll give it a go.
Too many puns, but like,
Oh,
and that's coming from me who loves puns. But anyway,
Oh, dear.
let's move on. What's next, Maddie? What's next on our list?
I don't know. Let me have a look. Let me sing a little tune while we wait. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna have a quick drink.
Scrolling. What have we done? Book. Movie? Have we already done movie?
No.
Movie.
No. Yeah.
Oh, we're almost at the end.
Okay.
So yeah. So what's your shaping movie? What did you choose?
Okay. I actually said, have you seen Pleasantville? That's a movie that I
No.
selected.
Let me Google it.
I
Yes.
haven't. I've heard of it.
Yes.
Can you
I
walk
haven't
us
even
through
heard
what
of it.
it's about?
Okay. So it's basically Reese Witherspoon. Is it Reese? Reese Witherspoon? Quite sure it's Reese. Yes, it is Reese Witherspoon. Because I don't know why, but I always mix her up with Drew Barrymore. And
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know why. I just always do. So I get confused. But basically, it's got Reese Witherspoon in it.
Yeah.
And she basically, it's a TV show that her brother, I can't remember what the actor's name is, even though I know it so well.
Tobey Maguire.
That guy. Hey?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah, there you
Got
go.
the Wikipedia page up.
He's got it up. Oh god, I was just like, I forgot. Yes, he's obsessed with this TV show called Pleasantville, and it's all very neatly packaged type of everything is good and we do everything by the book, and it's very much like sexism is fine, and like I mean,
Like I Love
not
Lucy and
sexism is
stuff.
fine, but like
Yeah.
50s, like we're all 50s
Yeah.
housewives, and
Yeah.
it's just, and it's like, here, I made you cookie. It's very
Bewitched and all that.
blah,
Yeah.
blah. It's just all very perfect, quote unquote, but not in a great way. And like the roads go in a circle, they don't know anything outside of it. It's in black and white. And then one night they go into this world. They find themselves actually in Pleasantville, and they're actually playing some of the characters. They're like, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening? And basically they just start challenging the little things that
I thought you were going to say challenging the characters to a duel. I was like,
that would be amazing. Okay. Yes. That's the second one.
the sequel.
Yes. The Harry Potter fanfic of it. But,
Amazing.
yes. So basically, yeah, as they start challenging them and kind of inspiring them and kind of expanding their view on things and educating them, they all slowly start, like little bits of them start to turn to color, but then people aren't okay with it. They're like, what the hell, like that's wrong. And, you know, they try and cover it up, how riots and stuff. And it's basically just them slowly bringing up all these different little issues and new normal ways of doing things and feeling things, and the world not being uncomfortable with it and trying to adjust to it and all that, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But it was also told in a very like simple, beautiful, poetic way, which I really enjoyed.
Oh my god, you've just given me like chills. I'm desperate to watch this now.
Yes.
This sounds
it's like
incredible.
a cross between like WandaVision and then actual like having a message and societal,
like actually having something to say.
Commentary. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love.
But like not too deep in the whole like I'm trying to be arty, and you're like, shut up.
Yeah, the
But it's
potential.
kind of just like we're having fun. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Is it from like the 2000s, 90s?
I forget.
I think it's 98.
Honestly.
Oh.
98. Yeah.
It's as old as us. Well, old as me. I don't know how.
Yeah. No, both of them. Yeah, me and you. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wig.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds incredible. I'm not gonna lie.
It does sound incredible.
Why did it
Wow.
resonate
Pleasantville.
with you?
You giving a recommendation to Nick, the self-proclaimed.
Hey.
I feel
There we go.
When did you watch it for the first time?
When? It was when I was still living in Queensland. I don't really know when. Because I remember the very first time I saw it, I remember thinking that Pleasantville itself reminded me of the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, same. Sorry, that's a bit controversial, but
no, it's not. That is literally the Sunshine Coast.
That is the truth. Exactly. Yes, exactly. And I watch it sometime. I'd say like mid high school. Yeah, and it comes on TV every now and then. I'm like, oh yay, it's on. But yeah, it's been one of my favorite films since I first saw it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love hearing about like other kind of.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but my earphones just went out. So
things that are people's favorite. Yes, I can hear you. Oh,
we're gonna take a quick break. Wait, what did I miss?
So we just got into Tumblr talk. That's it. I think I just said Tumble talk, but
Tumble talk.
Like, is this your cultural moment or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I follow.
It's the whole of Tumblr. Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you get an account? When did you join the revolution?
I think it was late primary school or something. And
oh wow.
Yeah, pretty sure. Late primary school or very early high school.
Yeah, I was very late.
Because I remember I like for a hot second, for like 2 whole minutes, tried to hang out with like the popular group in high school at the very, very, very beginning, and then I hated it. But one of the people in it was talking to me for like 2 hours trying to get like nail down a Tumblr name, and I remember that quite distinctly. So yes, it would have been early high school for me.
Weird.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, so you were kind of really there through it all.
Yeah.
The rise and fall of it is.
The rise and the fall. Oh yeah.
And the recent re-rise.
Yeah. I didn't even really know it came back, honestly. And then
yeah,
kind of want to get back on it, but I'm kind of like, oh, it feels a bit weird. It feels like I'm trying to be down with the kids, you know what I mean? Like,
I can't believe someone ever actually left. I've just been there.
I just go on like once a week and look at memes, and that's it.
Yeah.
What side of Tumblr were you a part of when you first joined, all the way back in grade 8?
Oh wow. I feel like I full would have just been looking at like inspirational quotes. No, not inspirational quotes, but like basically I would just blog like pretty things. It was like someone like with like, you know, sparkles in their hand or something like that.
Okay.
With that one filter on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or hey.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I feel you.
We had very different.
Sorry, my mom just walked in.
No, it's all good.
Oh, okay.
Hello. I was like, hello. Actually, but then occasionally little scenes would come up. Actually, this what I'm about to say always reminded me of you, Nick.
Oh no.
Because you know there was this one. I remember sitting I remember two things distinctly from sitting, because I sat at the same table as you in film and TV class.
Okay.
I remember I'd always hear you saying, "Sure, Jam," and that scene would always coming up. Yeah. That scene would always come up on my Tumblr. And
He still says that all the fucking time.
Wow. I'm so glad this is my legacy.
It is. That, and I remember you saying that vaginas look like sea monsters.
They do.
It's like full of like Pirates of the Caribbean 2, like the Kraken. And
Yes.
I was like, I see it.
Yes. It's not meant to be derogatory. It's like, for me, that's a fact.
No, but when you said it, I was like, yeah, fair. And yeah, those things that just like stayed in my memory. Like,
And look,
yeah.
vaginas always gonna look better than dicks. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Sea monsters, teeth and all, you know.
Yeah. Maddie, have I ever made you watch the Brady Bunch movie?
No, because I've never seen them, so you won't have.
They slap. They're so stupid. The first one has RuPaul in it as the principal of a school.
Wow, love that.
But yeah, but that entire Shore Jan scene is my everything.
That and like the little face that Jen makes at the end, like her just like, just like
At the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Wow.
I want to say the entire scene, but like, I'll control myself. It's okay. George Tropicana. So stupid.
Is he Cuban?
Literally. Sorry, no, I meant George Class.
I've never heard George ask you.
Skill, exactly.
Skill?
It's so Maddie, you have to watch it. It's so dumb.
It's so good.
Wow. Okay, maybe between now and next week, I'll give her a go.
Yay.
Okay, this is like super niche, but you looking when your mom just walked in reminded me of a very specific video.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video where the little girl's like recording herself doing something and she farts?
I think so.
I'm gonna try and play it. You probably can't even hear it, but let's see. Okay, let's see.
What can I wear though? There's nothing to wear. Did you guys hear that? I'm scared. I don't know what was that, guys, and I didn't do that. I'm scared. I don't know what happened, but I'm really scared.
I'm really scared.
And there's like a really long video of it. I'm just like, was that a ghost? Anyway, sorry. That made me think of that. It was very cute.
My favorite
I
part
love
of
how I'm
that
walking in. We just
is that
remind you of
did
how
not.
Because you were
have
like, what
gone
was
into
that?
That's so funny.
Love that. Love
wow.
Bless.
Bless.
Okay, well, we've been going for a long while.
We have.
Completely honestly, I loved all of your answers.
that. Yay.
It's true.
Thank you.
You definitely gave some new recommendations for us.
And also,
Thank
they
you.
were just like all moments. Hey, sure, moment Tumblr. I mean, come on,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
we're fam.
Everything.
So I guess now we should do our what the fuck of the weeks. Now, Sammy, if you can think of one, awesome. If you can't, that is okay. We will not pressure you.
Okay.
But I think usually I start, don't I?
Yes. You say as if you haven't been doing this for a whole last year.
Oh my god, I'm trying to be descriptive for the audience, you bitch.
Okay. Nicholas, why don't you start?
Wow, okay. My what the fuck of the week this week is, okay, it's very specific. Do you know how, like, there's like businessmen who talk really loud on their like phone calls and shit?
Yeah.
Like unnecessarily loud, and it's like, everyone must know that I am a professional businessman and that I'm strong and I can tell someone to fuck themselves. That's a terrible deal and stuff like that. And I'm like, that very specific type of man is just like, if
Could
this
rail
one
you?
specific type of man, Did you say could rail me?
Yeah.
No! I hate it. There's one specific type of man. If I hear or see someone doing this, like talking unnecessarily loud on a phone on a business call, I will be like, yes, you have a tiny penis.
Yeah.
That's like
I mean,
all
you're
the proof I
right.
need. It's like those dudes who like rev their cars and shit. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
tiny penis alert.
Yeah.
And that's my
Yep.
motherfucker of the week is those people, those men.
Yeah. That's fair. That makes
And their
sense.
tiny dicks.
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you.
And that's the end.
Yeah, that's the end. Literally, it was just, it happened. And I was like, I hate this. So I put it in my notes.
Fair. That's fair.
Maddie, do you have a what the fuck of the week? It's not like it's a choice, you have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to think of one though. Okay. I do have one.
Okay.
You know, when like you have like flour or something in your cupboard
Mm-hmm.
and you might not go in there for a little while and then you open it and then there are weevils in there and you're like, how did this happen? The jar was closed. What's with that? Like, how do they get in there? Why?
I think
Stay
they're
out
in
of
there
my
to start.
flour. I paid for that. It's my property.
You don't pay rent.
Exactly.
Yeah, see them. They can be the Disney to your ScarJo.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Have your moment.
Stunning. Yeah, I don't know.
Reparations for the
I don't know
emotional
how they get
trauma. Yeah.
Do you reckon
I
there must
actually
like there must just be like one or something or like a germ in there? They're just like
Yeah, I think Mackenzie said, and he's a liar, so this might not be true.
Mackenzie
Very
being her
much.
brother.
Yeah, he might have just said this to scare me. But I think they're actually already in there, but they're kind of like dormant. And then when they're in the perfect, like, yeah, this doesn't sound real, does it? But when
No.
they're in like the perfect temperature, they like hatch and come out.
Ew.
Are they like gremlins or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Catch
This is
this
exactly
literal they're sea monkeys but in flour.
Perfect. That is the exact
that.
thing that they are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Truly
so
hate
that's
that. I hope
Yeah,
that
it's
your
gross.
brother's lying about that.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I feel
I'm
like there's
sorry,
just
I've
one in
shared
there
that
and it
with
just
everyone.
breeds.
Yeah, well,
With
but how
itself.
does it get in there?
I don't when you put the
Closed
flour in
fucking
there in the
packet.
first place.
Yeah, exactly. They're always in there.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah. Anyway, so
terrible.
that's mine.
Yeah, that grosses me out.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
agree.
Sammy, what's your vibe? Or do you reckon you have one?
Well, I mean, I guess mine is just the whole like people protesting about being in lockdown, which is going to extend our lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Idiots.
I mean, that
A
wasn't
whole lot
really
of them.
this week. I don't even know when it was, if I'm honest. Time is non-existent.
last
Up is
week.
down right now for me.
Yeah, fair.
So,
But
but
still fairly recent.
yeah. I mean, there was going to be another one the other day, and then they were like, "We're going to arrest everyone." And then everyone was like, "Okay, never mind, I'll stay at home."
Didn't they literally have to call in the army, didn't they?
Yeah. They had
Oh.
police and army, I think, out
Crazy.
all around,
Goodness,
and they were like,
that's crazy.
"Okay,
Maybe we won't protest today.
yeah, maybe not today." Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. That is
Yeah,
wild.
and I was just like, but that. It's like saying, I don't think that I should get sick. Goes out like naked in the
Yeah.
cold
yeah.
against the
It's
cold.
so silly.
Like,
It
it's
makes
like,
no
okay.
sense whatsoever, yeah.
What do
It
you
really doesn't. And they
It's
call
just like-
us sheep. Like what?
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
It's just like ignorance, but like on the
because some
next
people
level.
are like, oh, like they lost a lot, but it's like other people who lost a lot were also staying home trying to like get through this goddamn thing, but they're making
Yeah.
it worse, and it's pissing me
Extending
off.
it by double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
true.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
sorry for
Yeah.
you and all of the Sydney people who are doing,
Oh, thank you.
The right
Oh, thank you
thing.
very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
who
it's
are not
infuriating.
making it worse for themselves. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
why? Yeah, it's wild.
Stupid. But that's
Stupido.
fine.
It is wild.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what was a great what the fuck of the week, by the way.
It was.
I guess we will wrap up. Sammy, do you want to give us your social handles and
Yeah.
if there's anything you want to promote or get people to watch or do or anything? Go for
Yeah.
it.
For sure. Okay, so my Insta just Samantha and then 2 underscores Skelton. So it's like skeleton, but without the second E. That's what I tell people to spell.
Look at the title of this episode. It'll be in there.
Yeah, there's that too, yeah.
Also, all these links will be down below. So.
All right, sick. Yeah, listen, I do have a business Facebook, but I don't really post in it, so.
Fair.
That's just Samantha Skelton, but I mean, it's up to you if you really want it. I don't really, if I'm honest. Yeah.
Just if you feel like
I
it.
do. Yeah. At the moment, basically, you'll find a lot of stuff that I've done on my Instagram.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a lot that I've been doing as of late, sadly,
Yeah.
except I did do a music video, which is
Cool.
I can send you the link of. I cannot pronounce the title. It's not English, and it's great. I would love to be able to pronounce. I would offend everyone if I tried.
Yeah, it's okay. Send me a link. I'll put it down below.
Amazing.
Sexy.
Cute, stunning.
Right.
Maddie, what about yours?
Lady Alice 101 on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Twitter.
Thank you.
And if you want to follow the pod, you can. WTFIH podcast on Instagram and Twitter. I've low-key abandoned the Twitter. If you want to watch us, you can at WTF is Happening the podcast on YouTube. Again, all of these links will be down below in the podcast description. And also little hyperlinks to all of the pop culture moments that Sammy chose this episode.
Yeah.
So if you want context or references, look down below. Look no further.
Love that. Nicholas,
Stunning.
you didn't say your own handles.
Well, I was talking about all that. Let me get there. If you want to follow me on, what do I have? Twitter and TikTok? NIC underscore
Instagram?
sushi.
No, not Instagram.
No, I don't do Instagram.
Yeah.
My Instagram's private because I don't use it.
Mood.
Stunning. That's it, I guess. Thank you so much to the Samantha Skelton for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It
Yay.
was fun.
I'm glad
was
we had
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
We did. It's nice to have other guests so I don't have to listen to Nicholas all the time. Ugh.
I feel attacked. Anyway.
That was the point.
It was an attack. Yeah, just thank you so much for coming on, and thank you so much for having
Yay,
great
thank you.
answers,
Yeah.
for bringing us new recommendations for books and movie.
Truth.
Of
Truth. That
course.
doesn't often happen.
It's
Particularly
true.
Well, I'm
Nicholas.
very honored to have been that. Words,
Amazing.
you know.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, and everyone go check out her Instagram and all her stuff. It's
Yeah.
very, very cool, especially if you want to see her being a modern day villain.
Yes.
Keen. I'm keen for that.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, Maddie,
Yes.
thanks for listening to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
Oh, thanks for listening to What the Fuck is Happening,
Oh,
the podcast.
It's impossible to be in sync on Zoom, but that's fine. Anyway,
It's true.
thank you guys so much. Ilya Millie.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.